Hi there guys, so I'm back here in McDonald's. So I was here I think a week or two ago, and I'm just gonna do another vlog here. Today's vlog is based on basically the attachment styles when it comes to two people in a relationship or in any sort of, a partnership of any sort. So having a look at my history here when it comes to the few girls in my life that I've dated and seen, I realized that most of the attachments is faithful, avoidant attachment style. That attachment style is not very fruitful, or it doesn't usually lead to anything more than a loop. When I say loop, I mean most of the times when I talk to a girl, it starts off as a conversation where I am full blown, first of all, like maybe love bombing and going in a lot and just doing my part. And the second part is usually the part where whenever sometimes a situation could arise, things don't go, if I could explain it in a better sense, when a situation arises for any sort of opportunity. So with the anxiety, the whole thing that's going on with me, it's like I try to sort of avoid it in a way, and that sort of saves me, and it acts like a cushion for me, even though it's not exactly what I want deep down or mentally. So as everybody else, I am after a normal relationship, and I just want to pursue things from a healthy point of view. But with the sort of the background noise of all the trauma that I've been through, all the sort of corrupt thinking styles, the abandonment fears, just a lot of fears in general, it's sort of rewired. Sorry, yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't see you.
That's all right, thank you. So, as I was saying, it's to do with all the trauma, all the fear responses and everything. In order for me to have a healthy relationship and maintain one, I need to do the same work that I've been doing with my anxiety sort of exposures here. With the exposures, the number one rule is, as I'm doing now, is like sit with all the feelings, the awkwardness, the discomfort, the judgments, everything, and just let them sort of marinate, and your brain will start to take a new screenshot, and you will take in the sensations as nothing bad really happened, and then you learn from that. And you do the same thing with the fearful avoidant attachment style. So you need to not literally seek a relationship and basically do it for the sake of just learning, but any sort of attachment that you walk into, you need to do the same thing. So you need to limp noodle your way into the relationship, not into the relationship, I mean in the relationship, and let anything that is to come happen. So don't go out your way to avoid things that you think will expose you, like show your human side, because a lot of the times perfectionism is a key to the whole attachment avoidance style thing. So let the other person see you as the human that you are. You can mess up, things might not go your way, that's totally fine. And from there, your brain will be able to take note, and moving forward, you'll have more reference of you not sort of dying in that situation or anything negative happening, and then you'll be able to move forward as you learn and hopefully change the attachment style to a more healthy one. Now, the reason why the fearful avoidant attachment style is very detrimental is a lot of the people don't know, but when you go into a relationship with that sort of approach or baggage on you, not only will you feel like you haven't fulfilled or you can't fulfill what's in your head or just have a loving relationship, but it's not fair to the other person as well. So a lot of the time people are in...
Recording me?
Yeah.
Or for TikTok?
No. I'm live.
You're live on TikTok?
No.
Can I say hi? See you live.
So yeah.
Hands up, guys.
Two friends.
What you like on Instagram?
YouTube.
YouTube. Subscribe to it.
Yeah, I'm busy. I'll talk to you after. So as I was saying, you need to first, of course, experience all the rejection and everything. And once you do, hopefully, like I said, you learn from that. And with the other partner, usually it's one person that has the fearful, avoidant sort of attachment style, and the other person is not fair on them. So they will be in the relationship on their toes, always trying to sort of find out what's wrong, and you're both going to be in a loop. It will never be satisfying for either one of you, and it will just be a big headache. So I will definitely advise anyone out there starting off with myself to work on this. Just like everything else with my journey here, my anxiety and everything else, it's uncomfortable, but you have to do it in order for you to grow and see changes that you'd like to see one day and morph into the person that you've got in mind. So with the different attachment styles, of course there's different ones. Now, I've only looked into it for less than an hour, and that was today. The only one that stood out to me was the one that was, that I could mostly relate to. And the other ones are probably, linked with other sorts of, issues and different attachment ways and styles. But we all have our own coping mechanisms. One of the reasons why people develop these attachment styles is because of early childhood sort of trauma and experiences. Now with me, I did experience quite a lot as a child. Things were difficult, and usually when emotions would arise, I wouldn't find anyone to sort of incorporate those feelings and emotions with, talk them out, learn how to process them. So I'd always push them under the carpet, which later on, as I grew up, it led to this sort of fearful, avoidant attachment style. And I had it early on as well. So if I think back around my school days, I remember a girl sort of not asking me, but hinting out that, she'd like to be my girlfriend. And I wanted her at the time, so I wanted her, but because of the uncertainty and the unknown I was walking into, unfortunately I couldn't take it. And I know how crazy that sounds, but I was a young child and it happened a few times. I always thought like what's wrong with me in a way, but it's sort of my way of protecting myself. So my nervous system, you learned early on that the more I invite people, the worse things get, and the more exposed I'll become. And it's not like I've got anything to hide, it's just that my brain sort of learned it's easier to just confine in my own space, myself, and just keeping everything to myself and not letting anything out. That's what my brain learned. But I'll be able to unlearn that with a lot of hard work, consistency, just staying on top of my exposures, ambitions to grow and change, just a drive in general. So, as I said, the fearful avoidance style is something that has been a barrier for me when it comes to relationships, and it goes into every part of my life. So even the other different friendships that I have as well, so it seeps into that too. Sometimes my friends, I like to joke around with them here and there, but then I don't like to stay around after I make a few jokes or after a few minutes or so. It's like I fear them seeing the real me, like the boring me, if that makes sense. But there's nothing boring about me. It's a coping mechanism that my nervous system learned to just shut off and sort of present one sort of way or a display about me. So I have to be completely honest with people, and if nobody wants to stay around, and that goes for future relationships as well, then so be it. It's better to live in your truth and grow and find your feet, and in turn live a happy, healthy life with a healthy relationship and a partner and friendship. Well, that's my take on the faithful avoidant attachment style and the little digging I've done today. And I'll try to maybe dive into this in depth when I do a bit more research, and of course with the exposures I'm going to try to do from today on out with that. So I'll be ending it right here, and I hope you enjoy your weekend. So it's a Saturday night here. I just finished work about 2 hours ago, and I barely slept last night from the mirtazapine withdrawal. So sleepless nights, insomnia, still all going on in the background, and that's why I feel the exposure sort of a bit more today. Like even my hands are slightly shaky. Usually I'm a bit more stable, but I'm still going to keep doing my exposures regardless. I'll keep you guys posted on here. So without any further ado, take care guys, and enjoy. Peace.